Hello everybody! I see we all survived the rapture, and I hope you guys all had a wonderful week. I have a lot of books to discuss, so I'll just get right to it. I pre-ordered The Warlock, and it came out this week by Michael Scott. It's part of his The Immortal Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series. It's a wonderful, kind of middle grade-ish, kind of young adult-ish. It's sort of in the middle. I don't know. I guess it'd be leaning more toward young adult because the main characters are 16, if I remember correctly. But I love this series. It contains references to popular mythology, including Greek and Egyptian. My brother isn't a big reader. Actually, he's kind of picky about reading. But he absolutely loves this series. So he was just as excited as me when my pre-order copy came in the mail. I also bought A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine. Actually, I don't know much about this book. I just know it's supposed to be really good. Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice. And I got Surfing Samurai Robots by Mel Gilden. Has an interesting summary, which this book should prove to be humorous, if not corny. Meet Zoot, an alien in a trench coat searching for truth in a city of sex, violence, and good rays. They have the agility of surfers and the loyalty of samurai. They are the Surfing Samurai Robots, the invention of America's leading industrial genius, Night and Days. Zoot, an alien with a big nose from the planet T-Tomb, is exploring the mean streets of Earth to find out where all the surfing robots went. Before he can say Philip Marlowe, he meets some Malibu dudes who want to know who adjusted their surfboards with a sledgehammer. As if that wasn't enough, his life's on the line to find the inventor's gorgeous daughter. Is Zoot a good enough private eye for running a world, or just an alien doing a job an alien's got to do? It's a mystery that's science fiction that's a mystery. It's a funny new book that introduces one of the hippest and most original characters of the 80s. So, should prove to be an interesting read. Those are the books that I bought this week. May is Asian Heritage Month, and I wanted to do something since it's the last Sunday of the month. These are books that I guess I'll recommend. Most of these are written by Asian authors. A majority of these recommendations are manga, by the way. But Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden is a wonderfully written book. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything in here, from the imagery to just the way, I guess, even the rhythm of the words. It's almost as if a Japanese woman is talking to you. It's almost like an autobiography of an actual geisha. Arthur Golden did a wonderful job writing this, and if you watch the movie, it does the book no justice. When My Name Was Keoko by Linda Sue Park. This is a wonderfully written book. It takes place in World War II. It's about the Japanese occupation in Korea. A Single Shard, also by Linda Sue Park. This one isn't historical fiction, if I remember correctly. Well, I think it takes place. Maybe it is historical fiction. Actually, I don't remember much about it. I just remember that I really enjoyed it. You learn about just following your dreams, really, in this book. Now come the huge manga recommendations. Fruits Baskets by Natsuki Takaya. Takaya? Yeah, Takaya. Don't know how much you heard about this, but it's fantastic. If you've seen the anime, you have to read the manga, because the anime cuts off, and I don't think the anime does the manga justice. If you've read the manga and you haven't seen the anime, don't. Just don't. I mean, it's still enjoyable, but actually, just watch the anime for the music, or just get the music. The music's fantastic. But Fruits Basket is about a is about the girl who will change the lives of the family forever. And I don't really know how else to say it. She's kind of naive, kind of gullible. I mean, she kind of accepts living with a bunch of strange men quite quickly, and it's like, really? But it works out. It's wonderful. It's mostly romance, has hints of comedy, and it can be kind of angsty at times, but overall, it's hopeful. It makes you go aw a lot. Death Note by Tsugumi Ohba is like, this has to be like the best psychological thriller anyone can ever pick up. This makes you think. Light Yagami is an A student with great prospects, and he's bored out of his mind, but all that changes when he finds the Death Note, a notebook dropped by a rogue Shinigami death god. Any human whose name is written in the notebook dies, and now Light has vowed to use the power of the Death Note to rid the world of evil. But when criminals begin dropping dead, the authorities send the legendary detective L to track down the killer. With L hot on his heels, will Light lose sight of his noble goal, or his life? This makes you think. Light Yagami is trying to rid the world of the world's worst killers. Is that evil? Because we are a democracy, should we actually put them through trial? Or because we already know that they're guilty, should we just kill them anyway? And by having all this power, does someone who is pure and innocent like Light become tainted by the Death Note? Or has he always been evil in the first place? It makes you think. If you haven't read it, you must. This is fantastic. Strong storyline. The anime was fantastic too. Lovely Complex, or LoveCom, by a.k.a. Nakahara. This is a feel good. This is just cuteness. I'm sorry. If you like romance, you need to check this out. It's about Risa Koizumi and Atsushi Otani. Risa is the tallest girl in class, and Otani is the shortest guy. Well, they became friends, and then they start kind of dating, and it kind of goes through the whole... They have issues about their heights, and it goes through all the issues that they have about their heights. It can get a little repetitious, but it's a feel-good manga. It's just cute. If you're having a bad day, you just grab that and go, my day feels so much better now. Sand Chronicles by Hinako Aishihara. This could honestly be a young adult novel series. It's like, after her parents get divorced, Anne Uekusa and her mother move from Tokyo to rural Shimane. Accustomed to the enormity of city living, Anne can't get used to the almost overbearing kindness of the people in her mother's hometown. But when personal tragedy strikes, Anne discovers how much she needs that kindness. Basically what happens is, Anne is trying... The entire series is about Anne trying to get over her mother's death. Her mother committed suicide, and it's like, how does one cope with that? You know, even though she tries to go on, tries to move on with her life, you still have that in the back of her mind, plaguing her. It's about getting over tragedy. It's about finding hope. And I think most of all, it's a wonderful series about discovering yourself and proving to yourself that you can overcome any negativity. So, at times I think Anne is kind of meek, but that's what makes her strong in the end. And finally, my last recommendation is Line by Yua Kotegawa. Normal, carefree. This was Chika's life before the day she found the cell phone. Before the voice on the other end said she had scant minutes to save the life of someone she never met. Now, accompanied by her classmate Bando, Chiko has just one night to stop a series of gruesome deaths before they can occur. I don't know if you can get this book anymore because it is by ADV Manga, and ADV Manga closed eons ago. Maybe if you can find it on eBay or something. But if you can get a hold of this is actually a really, really intriguing tale about a girl trying to prevent suicides because she doesn't want those deaths on her conscience. And it makes the people who are trying to commit suicide stop and think about their lives as well. It's a thriller, I guess. I guess it's more of a suspense manga. It's actually a one-shot. You could call these one-shots. But it's fast-paced and really exciting and uplifting at the end. A little humorous. With everyone gathering together and trying to make everyone stop and think. So, those are my recommendations. Sorry for the manga overload, guys. But I'm actually a huge manga reader. Believe it or not. I haven't actually read that much manga since I started writing full-time. But those are my recommendations for Asian Heritage Month. And I am looking forward to reading more books for next year. Hopefully I'll have more books to recommend instead of just 3 actual novels and the rest mangas. So, can't wait to hear what you guys got this week. And I know for Americans, it's going to be a long weekend for us. So, have fun. And try not to burn anything on the barbecue. Bye!